Hey everybody, it's Heiden, and I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden campaign. This is Warner Pacific Admirals Edition. I'm playing Japan. He's playing the Allies. It's January 19th, 1942. Oh, we just grabbed another base, and he grabbed another base, but now he's kind of cut off. We'll talk about that when we go around and look at Luzon, but that could be bad for him. Alright, so we got the K-17 in the Malacca Strait. And remember, it took out one of my ships last turn. This time I've put a lot more ASW in here to try to dissuade these subs from doing anything. Okay, so we're starting off near Diamond Harbor. I've got a Japanese destroyer task force engaging some picket ships that he's got out there to keep us tied down. I'm trying to clear all this stuff out right now. Looks like he's firing back at us. That's pretty spirited. Alright, I think we know how this one's going to end, so let's just get to the point here. Okay, this AMC is destroyed. One less ship in front of us now. Now, I need my guys to get into Diamond Harbor. It didn't go exactly as I planned. I was hoping we would have gone into Diamond Harbor itself, but apparently not. Okay, so I have troops landing on Parmakasan. This is an island near Surabaya, right here. Okay, we got through the night. Let's see what happens during the day. Okay, this is another Dutch sub now, the K-11. This is near Cooktown, but my ASW pick it up. We don't do anything with it, but we keep him busy. And this is our sub, the I-169 near Pago Pago. A lot of ineffective ASW this turn for both sides. Ah, oh, come on. Please don't hit it. Oh, thank goodness. Man, these Dutch subs are all over Cooktown, man. And I knew they would be. But that's okay. Looks like we did save this ship today. Okay, well, that's all we got for naval engagements. Not great. So now it's our guys spotting various ships around. Gonna kind of expedite through there because most of these are just patrol boats that he's got blocking ports. I want to get to the actual airstrikes right now. Oh, okay. We get it. We get it. He's got a lot of patrol boats at Palembang. Yes, we get it. Alright, so we're starting off with a sweep over Batavia. And did you guys notice there was no canceled missions due to weather this turn? Okay, now we're sweeping over Calcutta. I have zeros and Oscars doing this, and there was nothing. There's no cap. I think that's going to be a mistake. Alright, now we got a bombing raid hitting Batavia, and I'm targeting the airfield. We do have bad weather here. Hit some aircraft. Aircraft damage, that's always good. Alright, let's see how it ends. Nice. Okay, so we had a decent-ish bombing. Wow, okay, that was actually a fantastic bombing raid. We had a very good bombing raid on Batavia. Bad weather, but it came in kind of low, and we got a lot of hits on the base and some damaged aircraft. So this is actually a really good result. Okay, I'm gonna have a lot of bombers hitting this hex just south of Sion this turn because I've got an infantry regiment trying to break through and open the road back up. 55th Corps. So we have a group army and a 55th Corps spotted so far. Not very good results so far, but that could be a couple of things. One, it's ×3 terrain. Also, we have heavy rain. So between those two things, we're probably not going to get a lot of casualties inflicted, but I'm hoping for a lot of disruption. Okay, bombing raid on Calcutta, guys. Ugh. Flak is very heavy there today. Well, let's go ahead and get through this. I'm going to take some flak losses. It's unavoidable, but I was hoping to catch some aircraft in the ground, assuming he's even got any left here to catch. Ugh. Okay, well, we lost some aircraft to flak. We hit some good hits on the base, but no aircraft. So what does that mean? Either pull the aircraft out, or they're already in the air. Okay, back to Australia. And a continuation of those raids in this hex here. 33rd Group Army now. So it looks like he's got 2 headquarters and 1 infantry corps in that hex. I'm sending all the loose stuff, all the single engine bombers and things like that. Starting to have a little bit better result here. Hopefully that means we can break through today. Okay, back on Baton. Really good supply hits today at Baton. That's excellent. We need these. This is what's going to bleed his supply and lose on faster. And more supply hits. And more. Really good result at Baton today. Alright guys, doing a little strat bombing in Australia today. We should have good results here because it's decent weather. 1 resource hit. We don't know what that's going to equal, but we hit something. No hits on that one. Okay. Okay, AM phases in the books, guys. I have no idea where the Allies are at today. They are not flying at all. Oh, their ASW's flying near Hawaii, but let's see if he actually comes at us today. Okay, and another raid coming into Calcutta. Unfortunately, we're going to probably have to deal with a lot of flak again. A couple more hits on the place. I think he pulled his aircraft out. I can't believe that. Okay, now we're hitting Luchow. We're looking for supply hits. That's what I really want. That's what I want right there. Air-based supply hits. That's the money right there. Yeah, I want more of that. Where are his aircraft? He pulled them out? I can't believe that. Guys, he's abandoned Calcutta. He's pulled all of his aircraft out. What a Sir Rob. Oh my goodness. I'm embarrassed for this guy. I'm embarrassed on behalf of Hellsen for that move. I don't know if that was the right one for him to make. Why would he do that? Well, I know why he would do it, but anyway, we're in the ground combat today, so let's get on with it. Here we are softening up the Chinese at Luchow. Looks like his AV is actually dropping. A better trade today, and on top of that, we're just bleeding his supply down. Alright, this is our deliberate attack. Now, this is ×3 terrain, but I think we have enough weight of attack here that we can dislodge these guys. 1 to 2? Come on! How do we get a 1 to 2? That was weak. Well, unfortunately, we didn't succeed in getting through here. We'll have to try it one more day. Darn it. I can't believe we didn't break through on that. Well, it doesn't say he's out of supply either. I thought we would be able to get through. Maybe next turn. Okay. My Japanese airfield battalion somehow got through here. And the, well, weird. That's weird. Okay. Oh, Rabaul base force wiped out at Rabaul by attrition. That's good. Okay, Aiching size 6, Canton, Singapore. Big base is expanding this turn, guys. Good stuff. The Allies just didn't show up today. And he's giving it away. I can't believe it. Well, we'll take a look and see what we got to work with here. That's shocking. Well, guys, it looks like Hellsen left. He picked it up and left. I can't believe it. I thought he'd actually fight for once. Anyway, let's take a look at today's numbers. Wasn't so good for us in the air. Unfortunately, we lost 7 of our priceless Bettys and their pilots, and a photo recon aircraft as well. Uh, my 2 engine bomber losses have just been so bad this campaign. All 8 pilots were killed today. Pilot replacements, looking at the wounded pilots, if there's any left. Looks like there's no more wounded pilots. In the reserve, we've got... Oh, bummer! This guy had a return date before. Oh man, I hope he can get him back. So, you know what? I'm not going to retire this guy. I'm hoping some miracle will happen that we can get him assigned to something. Hasn't been my experience that these wounded pilots in the reserve ever go anywhere. This is a good pilot. Darn it. Anyway, moving on to Army lost points for this turn. 1 for us, 6 for the Allies. Ship sunk last turn. It looks like it was just an AMC by Diamond Harbor. On the strat points, we gained another 6 today. Overall for the turn, we went up a measly 35 points, bringing our win ratio up just a hair to 2.262. Just creeping ahead nice and slow. Alright, take a look at that combat reporter today. We had a number of sub-interactions on both sides, and neither of them were particularly helpful. Diamond Harbor, nothing really happened there. We sank 1 ship, and the rest appeared to have retreated into Calcutta. On the ground, this is nice. The Revolt Detachment Base Force is completely wiped out. It's gone and it's over with. So we no longer have any Allied troops on New Britain at all. There's 0 left. We got them all. At Luchow, we had another bombardment, and I'm starting to see some signs that we're turning the corner as far as wearing him down. His assault value has dropped about 7-8 points today, which is telling me that we're starting to inflict casualties at a rate faster than he can restore them, which is also telling me that his supply situation in China is getting pretty bad, at least at Luchow, because you got to have supply to restore disabled units, and if you don't have enough supply, they don't restore. So we're starting to chip away at this assault value here, and he may be getting into a situation where he can't replace it. We had a ground combat on the Sion Road. It was ineffective. We didn't take any losses. He did. But we're getting another data breakthrough here. And then an attack on near Langsa. This is on Sumatra. Slowly working our way towards the oil at Medan. Air activity was kind of muted today. We did have a few good attacks on Luchow. Let's see, did we get any supply hits here? Yep, got some airbase supply hits, and that's the most important thing for us right now. Charters Towers, we did launch an attack with our bombers, but it was ineffective. We did not get much. We got 1 resource hit. Calcutta, this cost us a lot of aircraft today, guys, but I thought it was necessary. I thought that his aircraft would still be there and he'd be trying to defend this place, but he picked up every aircraft and left. So all we did was hit the base, and it cost us quite a bit of aircraft. And I was bombing at 10,000 feet. I thought that would be enough, but it was just not enough. So yeah, that was kind of a waste of a bunch of bombers, but I had to try. I thought he would have aircraft there still. Batavia, we were able to hit that. We got some airbase supply hits, which were great for us because we do need to bleed down supply on Java. He does have a lot. We did damage some Dornier 24s though, and some Seagulls. Now we know where those stupid things are at. They're in Batavia. At Baton, really good day for bombing. We got a lot of airbase supply hits. All those will add up over time and really start bleeding them dry. Yeah, and the rest were just supporting the attack at Sion. Second, something going on at Cebu, and Cebu is here in the Philippines. So I do know for a fact he does have troops here still, right? But remember those destroyers that got into Manila or into Bataan and Clark Field about a month ago or a few weeks ago? I still don't know where they're at. They could be in any one of these bases for all I know. I have no idea. So they could be at Miri. They could be at Cebu. They could be anywhere. I personally think he's hiding them at Miri. So what I might want to do is do this. Let's do this. let's recon Miri and see if we can find where those darn destroyers are at, because I have no idea where they went to. Anyway, getting back on topic here. Um, LA's got some radio traffic. I don't really care. There's always going to be radio traffic there. Lashio, that doesn't tell us much. I know he's got troops there. This is Russia, don't care. Dimapur, that could be telling us that there's some sort of troop activity there. I wonder if he was sending guys down in towards Burma, and now he's figuring that he wants to get them out. And then radio transmissions at Wellington. The only thing we know here is that he's got ships. But, you know, we knew he had ships there anyway. So, okay. And then the ops report, quickly. Let's see here. The combat report. It looks like we have confirmation that we sank one of his sub-tenders here. And another cargo ship near Rangoon. Intel. We had some really good base expansions today. Canton, size 7. Aichang, size 6. Singapore, size 8. This is the most important one to me because it doubles my aviation support capacity there. Next turn it will double, and I can start pulling units out and sending them elsewhere. So that's a very big improvement there. Japanese tab, look at this. We captured Lingayen on the Philippines. So this is one of those proximity caps, which I still don't quite understand how it's reading that for us, because he's closer to it than we are, and he's got troops basically adjacent to it, and we don't. But now we have these guys up here completely isolated, and now they're on their own as far as to whatever supply they brought with them. So we're basically grabbed everything in here, and we're gonna drink, and we're gonna take this opportunity to suck it down into what is it, Manila, and close the door behind them on Luzon as far as supply flow to these troops up here. Okay, so for repairs, we see quite a bit of repairs here, and these are going to be the ships that were damaged at. These ones were damaged at Takao when he bombed us a few weeks ago, but they're coming back online, and this is what we have left in the shipyard right now. These guys just got in. Look at that. That's the one that was sinking the other day. So guess what? We're going to go right into shipyard repair. And same with this guy. Let's go. Actually, you know what? We'll leave this on pier side to take down the system damage. I think we need to do the same with this guy. Let's do that. Let's go to... Actually, no. It's even faster just to keep it... Nah, we'll keep it at shipyard for this guy. He's got a lot of just more damage. You know. This is what we got in the shipyard at Nagasaki still. So it looks like we'll have the Maya out in 5 days and the Fuso out in 8. And we can get that back on the road because I need it elsewhere. What else we got here? Replacements. Look at this weird activity here. I don't know what this is. So we get these Babs replacements arrive at Tokyo, but I don't know why that is. Look at this. We just get these units with no pilots and they're disabled. I don't know why they spawn here. I've seen this with other aircraft as well. I feel like there's another fragment here that's like that. These Nates. Where are they at? Heck, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why they spawn there like that. That doesn't make any sense. And an unknown tab. Unfortunately, we get a look at least 3 of my damaged Bettys that don't make it back, and these are where some of our pilot losses came from this turn. Okay, let's talk about the turn. We'll start in Northern Pacific like we always do. No activity up here whatsoever. I did get a sub back into Pearl so that it could... Ooh. Oh, I thought we had gotten bombed. Okay, this guy definitely needs to be flying naval search. So let's get him up on search. Flying basically every day. Because I want to get some eyes back on Pearl and see what the heck he's got here. And get an idea of when things are coming and going. That's what that sub's here for now. It's just to look out for activity. Okay. Home islands are doing fine. Getting lots of. Oh, I don't want supplies. No. This is a resource task force. What the heck? Come on, guys. Okay. Oh, glad I found that out. And this guy is resource. Okay. Everything's good here. Home islands is fine. China. Okay. So let's take a quick look here. We were not successful in breaking through at this hex, but I think we just need one more day and we'll get through. He is now co-located in this hex with us here, which doesn't stop our supply movement, but what it does do is it means that I have to leave a unit here or this one gets cut off. So we're kind of stuck here for a little bit. We'll just kind of hold this line because I need to keep this line open if we have any chance of trying to get into Kung Chang and Lanchao. Other than that, things are pretty stagnant for the moment in China. I don't see him moving anywhere. Possibly a little move marker here on Changsha. I think I see what appears to be an arrow pointing down, and this could be heading down to Luchao. And you know what? If that's the case, so be it. Come on down. The more troops, the better. And the problem with him moving troops down to Luchao is that the base has a maximum supply cap of 8,000. So you can't put a ton of troops here without them getting into supply losses. I don't know if he wants to do that. So he's probably already got supply issues at Luchao with as many troops as he's got because the base just can't hold it. It's a size 1 airfield. He can't hold any meaningful amount of supply in there to begin with. So bringing more troops in there is only going to exacerbate that problem. Okay, in Burma, I'm continuing to creep forward here, and I think at this point, it's going to be mostly safe to go into Magway. There is a threat from Lashio. He can potentially use aircraft to attack us here, so that is a threat. He could also attack us from bases in China. Not Chongqing, because that's blown up, and not Changsha, that's blown up. But there is some risk taking Lashio, but not as much as there would have been from Calcutta, which we're about to talk about now. Guys, I fully anticipated Hellsen to put up a fight here and do something. Just do anything. Do something. And here's what he did. He took his aircraft and flew them out. They're gone, every single one of them. And during the turn, I saw a LCU move marker suggesting that he's railing his troops out as well. That is just incredible. He's not even attempting to fight anywhere. Like, this is the grossest version of Sir Robin I've ever heard of or seen in any game ever. I've never seen someone turtle up as much as this. And he's just letting us take our own losses, like our 8 bombers that were shot down by flak this turn. He didn't do that. I did it. So we've taken more losses from my bad decision making than from him actually doing anything about it. But at this point, the door is wide open to go into Calcutta. I don't see him wanting to fly aircraft back here now that he pulled them all the way out because the airfield's under attack. He knows that we're bombing it, so he's probably not going to want to send aircraft back there to get bombed again. So that basically means that we're about to have complete air supremacy over all these places if we want them. I really had hoped that he would attack my carriers again this turn, but he just did not. He just turned turtle and he ran away. Whatever. I mean, that's how he wants to play it. That's fine. I'll just take all these points. No problem. Okay, so on Sumatra, we're continuing down the road here. Looks like one unit did not leave the hex last turn, but that's okay. We'll get it out. And then I'll have these guys on pursuit mode to continue pressing down into Langsa and then into Madame, where we're going to get ready to start harvesting some oil. In the Malacca Strait, our ASW efforts are doing a little bit better. We have aircraft actively spotting and detecting enemy subs, keeping them pinned down, which will allow us to move our shipping through here. There's still risk, but it's reduced when we spot these submarines by aircraft or by the ASW ships. Java, we did our first attack on Batavia today. caused a little bit of damage, hit some aircraft. So now that we did that, I suspect he's probably going to just pack it up and leave because that's what he did in Calcutta last turn. So these aircraft that are here, now we know they're Seagulls and we know that they're Dornier 24s. He's going to fly them out somewhere or just disband them because that's what he does. But that's fine with me. Let's suppress these bases then. So we'll start working on Bandung and Batavia because Surabaya we know is already abandoned. And within the next couple days, I'm going to be in a position where we can attack Surabaya. My armor is here, and it's going to move this way to cut Java in half. That's going to take a few days to accomplish, but we will get that done. All in all, Java's, at least the eastern half of it, is going to be in the bag. And Surabaya is the main goal here. Let's see what we actually have ready to go. So it looks like my engineers, oops. It looks like my engineers made it in, which were a must for me to go into Surabaya. I did not want to do that without a healthy amount of engineers to patch this place up when we take it. I also have the 65th Brigade, which has more engineers on the way. They'll be into Malang next turn, along with the 16th Army Headquarters. Once I have those troops in place, that's 233. That's 400 AV. That should be more than enough to take Surabaya. It's clear terrain, and he's left no troops there. Just a bunch of more or less static units. So we should have no issue getting in there. We landed here on Parmakasan. I'm going to take this base next turn. Then we're going to pack these guys up. So let's... I don't want to unload anymore. Turn this into surface combat. There we go. So they won't unload anymore. That's more than enough supply here to do what we gotta do. So we'll take this base, then I'll take these troops and probably slingshot them over to Semarang or Tejapo or somewhere. Maybe even Banjarmasin, somewhere. I'll take these guys and put them to work somewhere else because, you know, why not? The rest of the Dutch East Indies is looking good. Okay, taking a look at Mindanao. We have troops in the hex with us here. Troops here. I don't care about these at all. We've got the main force still at Malaybalay. Don't care about them at all because you know they're probably already starving to death. I finally have a new garrison set up here with these independent SLF companies. So what I can do now is pack up. Let's see. Load troops. We're going to take this SNLF unit here. Well, do I even need to do that? No, I don't need to do that. Here's what I'm going to do. We'll take these guys and move them into Malaybalay. Northeast. Actually, I think I'd rather... Let me see. Ah, heck with it. Yeah, we can go that way. These guys can't retreat it. There's no point in closing this hex side because when I kill these units, there's nowhere for them to go. So I think what we'll just do... Can these guys bombard? I think we should do a little bombardment here next turn just to see how he's doing. And then we'll send this SNF unit over into here to start adding some weight for us to start thinking about trying to neutralize these guys soon. They've got to be almost out of supply. Okay, so some oddities happening here on Luzon. We got this base by proximity last turn, which means he is now completely cut off from his supply on Clark and Baton. So these units out here operating with whatever supply they got on them, and that's it. Nothing else. I have no idea how this happened, but I'll take it. What I'm not going to do, though, after careful consideration and thought, I am not going to chase these guys. It's just not worth it. I don't want to weaken my position at Manila because he still has a lot of troops here that could attack if he wanted to. And quite honestly, the more troops I leave on Luzon, the more he eats his own supply up. So it does me no good to kill these units outright because that just prolongs the amount of supply that he's going to have for the remaining troops in Clark. So I'm going to let these guys go do whatever they want to do, take whatever bases they want to take. I am evacuating Tuguegarao now. And then we're going to be leaving out of Apari soon. And then these guys will head over just like the rest of these guys, and go into Batangas. And as you see here, all these troops, all these troops were previously in Apari, and I've already airlifted them all. So now I've got all these air units, these air flotillas, these engineers are all heading into Manila, and I'm going to use them to continue building up this base. I want maximum airfield capacity, maximum port capacity, because this base is an awesome multiplier for the Japanese. Do you see the times 50 here? Basically, how this number is derived is you have this multiplier, and you add up the airfield and the port capacity. Now, how it works is airfield is times 2, and the port capacity is times 1. So let me give you a quick demonstration. Let me bust out my calculator. So if we do 5 plus 12, right, because it's times 2 for the airfield, that gives us 17. And what is 17 times 50? 850. So that's how you calculate how much a base is worth. It's 2 times the airfield capacity that you actually have built, not the maximum, plus the port capacity times the multiplier over here based on what side you're on. And in our case, it's 50. So if we get airfield capacity, let's get it up to, I don't know if we can go to 10, maybe, but definitely 9. So 9 times 2 plus a port capacity of 9, 27 times 50, we can make Manila worth 1,350 points to us. And that's a lot of points to have in the bank, towards our auto victory if that's what we want to do. So I don't see any reason why I don't want to move all those engineers for now into Manila to milk this place for every point that we can get out of it. Okay, Dutch East Indies, nothing going on here at all. All right, let's talk about the South Pacific. We'll go real south down here. Nothing happening down here. It's real quiet, although we do know he's got some sort of shenanigans going on out here. I think this is how he's routing his convoys. So next turn, we have an armored regiment, which is going to show up in Townsville. And in 2 turns, we can attack here if we want to. Or I can just keep bombing the resources. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Kind of want to bomb the resources, but the problem is there's a lot of flak here. So we do need to get up a bit higher so we don't get hurt by that. I've got some aircraft forming up here. Let's see if we got any... yep, we got a little bit of experience out of that. Anyway, yeah, there we go. We got some zeros here on patrol. We got some more Nels and Bettys arriving soon. The base is currently almost at a size 3, which is going to add us even more air capacity. Once we get to size 4, we have unrestricted air ops. And then we'll just keep bombing all the resources we can get out of these places and get some more strap points before we need to think about another plan down here. So everything's looking good right now. And then I do have some really good news. I already talked about that unit that got attrited at Rabaul. So that's no more Allied troops at all on New Britain. These guys are moving on WoW still. They have probably about 4 more days of walking, and then they're there. I'll put these guys on move mode now to catch up. Once we eliminate these troops here at WoW, the only things left is going to be this single unit here in the swamps near Port Moresby. And I'm not in any rush to do anything with these guys. They can just sit there and melt away for all I care. But we're so close to having absolutely 0 enemy activity in the Solomons. And I think that's pretty impressive for January of 1942. Having every Allied unit eradicated from New Guinea and the Solomons. And it cost us almost nothing. And I have some more good news. Check this out. This AKE that was hit by a torpedo last turn is well on its way. It has cleared the initial zone for enemy subs. So I think we're going to, instead of going all the way around here, we're just going to take the route that we know works. So we're going to come up here, hook here, and get into Rabaul that way. And on top of that, this ship made it to Rennell Island. The fires have gone down a lot. So I think by next turn, they'll be out. And then we can continue this AKE on the road. Once the fires are out, I think it'd just be better to continue moving it where I needed it to be moved. Because I don't want to drive it through this sub trap that exists up here right now. But yeah, I think it's pretty awesome, right? I had two AKEs that were hit by torpedoes, and they both survived, and I think they're gonna make it. As long as they don't take any more torpedoes, these ships will make it. So that's a big help to me to not have to lose those things out here right now. Anyway, guys, that's my turn. It was a little quiet. I was hoping for more activity from him. I was hoping he'd put up more of a fight, but you know what? If he doesn't want to fight, that's fine. I'll just take this place for free. So what do you think we're going to do next, guys? Where are we going? Are we going to land at Diamond Harbor? Are we going to land at Chittagong? Is this all a big fake? And we're just going to head back? Are we going to head over to Trincomalee? Are we going to go to Viz? Madras? Guys, the sky's the limit. We can go anywhere right now. Tell me in the comments what you think we're going to do. In the meantime, I'll catch you on the next one.